How are we? Let's talk Leeds here. Bit of a review of yesterday's madness then, or game. So performance-wise, I thought first half we played okay. From Leeds' point of view, we played okay. Newcastle were probably the better team over the whole half. Certainly, first 25 minutes or so, our passing. First 20-25 minutes was dreadful. I thought we were winning the ball in terms of ball retention. I thought we were winning the ball fine. I thought Kane, Ronaldo Vieira were winning the ball back pretty well, but they just kept giving the ball away about 5-10 seconds later, and we just couldn't quite get any momentum from that. And I'm not sure what the stats were in that first 20-25 minutes, but Newcastle must have been on about 65% possession, and in the end, the way Newcastle actually scored was probably not a particularly great reflection of the game, because it made it out like Newcastle just had one punt upfield. Rob Green's obviously, I don't know what Rob Green's doing there. Another Rob Green mistake. And I'm concerned on that matter as well. I'll talk about that a bit later. But obviously it's Jack Colback's played the ball forward, and Newcastle have scored, and it looks like a scrappy goal, and Newcastle were lucky to be ahead. From what I've read, that's what the papers are saying, but not at all. Newcastle deserved to be ahead before that, but just surprising that's the way Newcastle scored. But then I think after when Newcastle scored, we started to wake up a bit. Created a few chances. Nothing. Most of it was coming from set pieces, but we never really created. From what I can remember, nothing really. Not a really big chance from that point of view. But then second half, I thought we were poor, to be honest with you. But Newcastle, I wouldn't say stepped it up a level. Newcastle's game plan, won them the game. In effect, they got that second goal, that little bit of comfort, and they were able to see the game out. They didn't really, not in an attacking sense, didn't create anything after that, but they were very professional in the way they won the game, which is full credit to Rafa Benitez's game plan. But what I will say is, though, when you're looking at the bench, Newcastle possessed Mitrovic, Diarme, Isaac Hayden, I think, was on the bench. Chancellor Mbembe on the bench. I was looking at that and thinking all those players will walk into our side most likely. So it just shows the quality obviously Newcastle possess, and I think maybe it was a step too far for us today. But full credit to Newcastle, deserved the win. But I don't think we did ourselves too much damage with the defeat. I hope we can recover from it anyway. So on to the Newcastle, where I thought they won the game. I thought the three of Richie, Perez and Gouffran just before Dwight Gale were key. Richie and Gouffran tended to drift inside quite a lot, and I think that's where our midfield went to pieces a little bit, of O'Kane and Vieira, because they were getting overrun. Because you had Richie cutting in from the right to the left, right into the centre of midfield, and Gouffran cutting from the left into the centre of midfield. They weren't really playing as wingers as such. They were more attacking, right attacking midfield, left attacking midfield, and he just overran O'Kane and Ronaldo Vieira from that point of view. And obviously, I thought Jose Perez had an excellent game. And behind them, Jack Colback and Jonjo Shelvey were excellent as well. I thought Calvin Phillips, doesn't usually play in a number 10 role, but I thought he struggled a little bit. Calvin, that's probably an understatement. I think he struggled a lot in that position there, and I think you're going to have to drop Calvin Phillips back. But Jonjo Shelvey, I thought, was probably, I won't say man of the match, because obviously Dwight Gale's got 2 goals, but I'd probably say a strong contender for second in terms of man of the match. And I thought at the back, Jamel Lascelles was excellent. I thought he did everything he had to. Really, we didn't really test him that much because it's just the way he performs. But I thought Jamel Lascelles looked very good, and Carl Darlow looks good as well. On to ourselves, I thought maybe Hadi Sacco should have come on at half time for us, because I thought he was causing Paul Dummett quite a lot of problems. But I think when he comes on at 2-0 down, it was just a little bit too late, and he did have a good impact on the game, but it was just a little bit too late at 2 down. I thought that second goal obviously knocked the stuffing out of us, because at times at 2-0, it looked like Newcastle would step up a gear at any point. But we looked a little bit, I won't say, obviously I thought we had the game plan to get back into the game, but we looked at times like, let's get to a third, to give to 3-0. But you know, it's the way it goes sometimes, you know. So moving on to ourselves, what I thought of our team. I thought defence itself, I thought Pontus Jansson, Carl Bartley did okay for us, because Dwight Gale for most of the game was quiet, but obviously his movement is very good. If you take your eye off the ball for 1 second, you know he's going to score. I mean, top scorer in the league by an absolute mile at the minute, and obviously both goals were poachers' goals, and were good goals as well from a striker's point of view. I thought it was the midfield that lost us the game, because of the midfield lost us the game because what I've mentioned before, and we were overrun a little bit. But I thought Chris Wood did okay. I don't think you could have asked much more from Chris Wood. It was the three behind him needed to be closer to him, because what I will say is, I think when Chris Wood plays, you need the three behind him to help as well, because he's not just a striker. He's more of a creative striker. He's different to Dwight Gale a little bit. You know, it's quite interesting to see that how the lone strikers played a little bit differently. Dwight Gale's more of a movement off the ball kind of player. Chris Wood's looking to get on the ball and make things happen for others as well. But obviously both top class strikers at this level. And then of course you got Mitrovic coming on and having an impact on the game as well. Man the match, I thought for Leeds was probably Charlie Taylor. I thought on that left hand side he was creating quite a lot. I thought, having said Matt Ritchie was key for Newcastle, I thought he did okay against Matt Ritchie. He sort of passed Matt Ritchie onto the midfield, but the midfield didn't pass the test, unfortunately. And but Charlie got forward well and probably deserving the man of the match. Luke Aylin's probably a contender on the other side, but yeah, I'd probably give it Charlie on this occasion. And I thought man of the match of the whole game was probably Dwight Gale. You know, 2 goals and some good movement off the ball, but we just couldn't really keep him quiet at the key moments. And obviously, when you get 2 goals, you always give him man of the match. But best of luck for the season to Newcastle. I thought it was a fantastic atmosphere yesterday. Great tribute to Gary Speed, by the way, from both teams, from both sets of fans as well. And it was a good occasion. You know, it was great seeing Ellen Road rocking again, and that kind of, you know, getting teams like Newcastle at home. Our next home game is actually against Villa, so that's another great. I've never actually seen Leeds play Aston Villa at home at Ellen Road before, so that'll be another good experience as well. Best of luck to the season. I'm pretty sure you're going up. No denying that, to be honest with you. And hopefully we'll be playing each other again at Ellen Road in the Premier League. I'll see you later.